What's up, everybody? Welcome to Kimcast to Art at our vlog chat. And I'm not seeing anybody here just yet, but hopefully we'll have some people joining soon. Today's just a normal chat session. We're just gonna shoot the bull, have fun, and if anybody has any art questions or painting questions, we'll answer them too. And so, if you are new and watching the live stream for the first time, even though you're not in the stream, welcome. And we welcome everybody to the live stream. Some nice people here. You'll meet some new friends. We got people that come here pretty much every night, some of the same ones, and give you a new home to come to and enjoy the surroundings and just chat with everybody and have a good time. Occasionally, we do have a co-host or two, and we bring them in live too, and chat about all kinds of things except for politics. We don't get into the politics. Not a good idea for us to chat about that. Too many people have their own opinions of it, and some people are pretty steadfast about some of them. So we just try to keep everything nice and relaxed and all that good stuff. Hey, Ken, how you doing, buddy? First one here. I'm just getting her started up and waiting for everybody to get in here. I need to get me a haircut. I'll tell you what. Jennifer was right last night. I need a haircut. You're okay? Good. Glad to hear it. So adjust that mic a little bit. I was here a little bit earlier. I was just trying to piddle around with some of the newer backgrounds and stuff, and I had to fix that. I don't know if you can see my mouse or not, but right up top here, I wanted to fix that right there because it was too close. It was out further here, and I had to add some to it and to get the name out. So I had to fiddle around with that and fix it. And I still want to get this edge a bit sharper though, but I haven't messed with that yet. I will. I want to get some of that stuff cleaned up and all that good stuff. I have to play with my Paint Shop Pro some more and learn it. I used to know it a lot better than I do now, but when you don't use something, you forget everything. Not the same as painting on the easel, that's for sure. Totally different. But I do have my coffee today. In fact, I think my wife just made a fresh pot before we started. I did talk to Jennifer. She's supposed to be coming on. Or at least she says she was. I don't know. She's still tired. Baby's running her ragged. She's getting too old for that, I think. I imagine Recon and Doc will probably be popping in at some point here soon. And Pamela was supposed to be coming back on, but she didn't show up yesterday, so maybe she'll show up today with Minnie, hopefully, and some others. Well, I didn't last night. Remember, you asked me if I had any last night, and I didn't. I had ginger ale last night. But when we shut down, I got some coffee. And actually, I haven't had that much coffee today. Honestly, I haven't. I've been too busy. I had to run a lot of errands today and go to Walmart, which is a couple of towns over, and do some shopping there and stuff, and run a few other errands, pick up medicine and stuff like that. And so a good part of the day was taken up running errands. In fact, tomorrow will be too. Have to go to the recycling place and the dump and all that good stuff, and may have to do some shopping tomorrow for a little bit of grocery stuff, but and a few other errands. And I still want to get out to do some painting videos. Yeah, you told me you don't drink any in the afternoon, but Like I told you, it doesn't bother me. I can drink it all day and all night. Minnie's the same way. She said she can drink it all night too. Some people can. We just have a really high tolerance for it. Of course, I drank coffee from when I was a little kid. I remember being a toddler going up to my grandmother's cup and taking sips out of her coffee. And sometimes she'd make me some, but she'd dilute it down with milk and put a little extra sugar in it to make it sweeter. But um, I've always drank it. And my mother was kind of a night owl too, and sometimes she couldn't sleep, have headaches or whatever, and just couldn't sleep. And so once in a while, I'd get up late with her, play some cards, some rummy or something, and we'd have some coffee, and I go right to bed and go right to sleep. Well, I remember times when I'd have a toothache or something, and she'd be up with me, and I'd still be drinking some coffee with her or something. Although back then, we were like dirt poor. I mean, dirt poor. When I got toothache back then, the temporary cure was to slosh some whiskey around on the tooth. And of course, she would be telling me, no, don't swallow it. And I always swallowed it, but it did numb it down a little bit when it was real bad. Of course, it burned like hell at first, but it did numb it. That was back in the old days. In fact, I remember my brother when he was probably 8, 9 years old. Oh, he was crying up a fit about a bad tooth. It was loose. It was a front tooth too, and she got so sick of it, she just grabbed him and literally tied a string on his tooth, and literally tied it to the door like the old joke goes or the old saying goes, and slammed that door, and the tooth popped right out. Then he started screaming some more after that. He goes, "What are you screaming for now? You got the wrong tooth." She put it on the wrong tooth and pulled the wrong one out. Oh, she put the booze in your iced coffee, huh? I never liked, I know, I love coffee, but it's got to be hot. I never liked iced coffee at all. My mother used to like iced coffee. She used to make it all the time. Yeah, it was funny. Luckily, they were just his baby teeth, and they were all getting kind of loose anyway. But she got the wrong one and pulled it out. Boy, she freaked out in fact, she didn't know, she didn't even believe she'd even pull it out. She thought the string might break, and it didn't. It pulled the tooth right out, and it was dangling right there, and she kind of shocked her. She was surprised that it worked. I think she figured the little string would just break or something. But that tooth really was really loose. They both were, the right one and the wrong one. But it was pretty funny. I think they actually ended up taking a pair of pliers and getting the right one out really quickly. Or he might have even worked it out. I don't remember. He might have worked it out and got it out that way, or most of it anyway. He was probably just barely holding on, and my mother grabbed it with some pliers and finished pulling it out. But heck, that's what they did in the old days. My wife's father, which he's been gone for a long, long time. He's been gone for over 30 years. I remember him telling us when they were kids, I mean, they were on the farm, uh, even as an adult, when he had a bad tooth or something, he literally, even the molars, he literally yanked them out with a pair of pliers. I don't know how the hell he could do it, but that's what he said he did. Well, my wife is here too, but she's not here actually. I just sign her on. It gives me that extra hour of time to help with the view time. I always bring her on if I can, unless it's lagging real bad, then I'll pull her out. But So it's just me, you, and her name's here too. I've tried to get her to come on herself, but she did once, I think, but not very long. 5 minutes or so, 10 minutes. She's more into reading on her Android. She got a 10-inch Android, and she reads on that. So that keeps her pretty occupied. She's probably reading something on how to make your husband disappear. Who knows? Although we've been live for almost 12 minutes, I'm surprised Doc and Recon's not here. Hey, we might be the only ones here tonight. Who knows? I'm pretty depressed about the results we've been getting from the chat. We're just not. It should have been building up some more by now, I would have thought, anyway. Of course, I know it hasn't been that long, but I just thought that we would be getting at least one person in once in a while that was different, that would just come in, that we didn't know, just to come check it out or whatever. And I noticed today I lost 2 subscribers today. I don't know who they were, but I did lose 2 of them. Maybe when I put some more videos up, it'll help some more. I don't know. I've got a lot of videos up, though. I think there's probably, with the live ones, there must be at least 40 videos up there, I think. There's Recon. You still don't get any notification. That's strange. Do you hit the subscribe at the bottom of your screen too on your phone? Sometimes you got to hit both to refresh it. Because I noticed that when I use my wife's account, that's what I have to do. I hit the bell first just to see if there's anything there. If it's not there, then I'll go to the bottom, hit the subscribers, and then it will pop up. Well, that's too bad. I'm sorry to hear that he's got another migraine again. Feel sorry for the guy. At least he had a couple of days where he didn't have one. I'm sure that was a real blessing for him to have a couple of days that was migraine free. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a slow night anyway. I talked to Jennifer. I thought she was coming on, but I guess maybe she's not either. I don't know. But we'll see. I don't know if you heard or not, but I was telling Ken I lost a couple of subscribers today. And even with all the people we had last night, of course, Jennifer and Velvet didn't stay around very long. And Minnie came on pretty late, but we still only got 5 hours. We should have got more than that, but I know we ran about an hour and a half. But of course, it could be YouTube screwing up again. So did you scratch any tickets today, Recon? Any winners? I wish I had some kind of a nice backdrop here, but I don't. I'm kind of in a corner here, so it's hard for me to do anything. I wondered if you scratched any tickets today and got any winners. Must be lagging again tonight. Lost, huh? That's too bad. No, he don't, Ken. He must be washing baby bottles again. Are you thinking about it, Ken? I mean, Recon, you thinking about doing a scratch channel? I wouldn't mind doing that, but I can't afford it. It's just it'd be too costly for me. Yeah, it takes a while to build it up. That's all. It takes definitely some time, but I've seen some of these guys go from nothing to doing pretty well. You know, but it still took them a good year or two where they're actually making some decent money at it to support the channel. You get somebody like AR Platinum, I'm pretty sure he does pretty well. Let's see where we at here. I had a pad with that information on it. There it is. Let's see. My live hours are up to 2,689. Well, we'll get over. We probably won't get more than 4 or 5 tonight. Break 2,700 hopefully before the weekend. Yeah, you might be. I mean, 1,000 subscribers, what you need, and then you gotta get 4,000 view hours. That's the hardest part, I think, is the view hours. I've got plenty of subscribers. I just cannot get the view hours. People aren't watching the videos enough, and um, no matter what I've done so far, I'm just not getting enough hours. The live stream I was hoping would build up a lot more. I was hoping that a lot more people that were at Brad's would actually come over. I mean, I wasn't planning on that to begin with, but at all. But because I was thinking some people would just pop in anyway, but that hasn't been the case at all. You know, if everyone that was going to Brad's was coming here at nighttime, I could get the view hours pretty quickly that I need. But there hasn't been that many, so. I mean, there's been some that's popped in, but they just haven't been back for a while. I mean, shoot, 58C Brock was coming pretty steadily. And then she stopped. Matt stopped. Pamela was here once, I think, maybe twice. Well, 120 subs though is still a long way from 1,000, but it's not the subs that's probably going to get you. It's the view hours. You only get a certain amount of time to do that. Yeah, Ken, I would be happy to give away stuff, and I've even announced that in my Patreon, because the Patreon is where people actually donate a little bit, even if it's only $1 a month. I already did an announcement that if it's like 15 people join Patreon, I would give away a print or something. But nobody's joining it. Geez, I don't remember what her last name is now. Sina or something like that. Begins with an S, I think. But it's hard to donate and give away a painting, Ken, if you don't have enough people to make it worth your while. You know what I mean? Getting even 10 people in chat is not worth giving a painting away, because it's just cost too much to do them. It's just too much cost involved in it. And plus, you got to pay the shipping too. And the shipping sometimes is as much as what you have in the painting. Well, I talked to Jennifer and she said she might, but she was tired. Velvet, I have no idea. Oh, there's Velvet. She snuck in here. You're late again, Velvet. I had another 5 to the pot. So if Velvet snuck in here, there's a chance that maybe Jennifer may have snuck in, and it's just not showing the extra person yet. Well, that's right. You said Timmy was going to come on tonight, too. Where is he? Hmm. Oh. Oh, you mean the one that won't come on my live stream? The little booger. Tell her thanks for helping Daddy out. You hear me, Nancy? Hey, Velvet, you see that link up there from Kimcast to Art? That's my Patreon page. You should join it. It's only $1 a month. It helps old daddy buy paint and brushes and canvas and stuff like that. And it's only $1 a month. Yeah, Ken, see, I was actually saving giving away paintings and stuff for Patreon. People that contribute, you know. Now, I may offer some prizes for a print because those don't cost me that much to do, and I can send one pretty inexpensively as long as they buy their own frame. And I wouldn't mind doing that if we got enough people here that would warrant doing that. I mean, shoot, those other prints that I did actually were a bit pricey for me because Brad kind of really wanted me to do them, send them out with frames. So by the time I bought the frames for those two prints, which made the shipping like way more, I probably had probably $50 or $60 in each one of those prints that I sent out on Brad's channel. You know, that's quite a bit. Because originally I was just going to do the print and send out the print and they could get their own frame. And it really is more realistically, it's better that they buy their own frame for many reasons, not just the fact that it's cheaper for me, but also it's a benefit to them because most people have their own decor in their home. And if you don't if you don't get your own frame, you're kind of stuck with whatever they send you. So it's better to get a print and buy your own frame to match your own decor in your home. Well, if you're talking about a PayPal credit card, that's different. It would tell you if you got it or not. If you was approved, then I'm sure you'll get it. Now, if you just applied for PayPal itself, made up an account to link to your bank, part of that process is you have to check your bank because they put too small deposits in, and you have to go back to PayPal and put the amounts of those two deposits in to verify your account. And then you'll be activated and they'll send you the card. At least that's the way it was when I did it. I'm sure it probably is the same way. Oh, yeah? Yeah, I'm sure he wasn't real thrilled with the day either, getting a couple of teeth pulled. They were just baby teeth, though, right? That shouldn't have been too bad of a deal. Hello, EST. How you doing? You're in a bad mood, huh? Sorry to hear that. Some of your Patreons there giving you a hard time? No problem, Velvet. If you don't want to get on, if he's sleeping, don't worry about it. It's no big deal. I would call their support, Tim, and check on it because you may want to anyway because they could have sent the card to the wrong place or somebody else might have got it. So I would definitely call their support number because they are really good people to deal with. They really are. I've talked to support before. PayPal really has some excellent support. And in fact, I got a couple things from eBay once, and they definitely made it right. Hmm. I see. Your Twitch is about gaming, isn't it, ASD? My sinuses are getting all clogged up for some reason. Yeah. Yeah, some of them gamers can be real buttheads. They really can be. I mean, you gotta take them with a grain of salt. I've dealt with gamers many years ago. I mean, a lot of them, because I had some of the major Quake 2 servers, and I'm talking over 20 years ago, for Rail Wars, and thousands of people were hitting my servers. In fact, my servers were so busy there were people waiting to get on. I mean, they'd be in queue just waiting for somebody to leave. And I had a bunch of them because I had a Linux box, and I could run a lot of servers. In fact, I rented out servers to some people, to some of the clans out there, and some of them can be real buttheads. In fact, I had a big thing with a clan that I had to shut their server down because they wouldn't pay me, and they were calling me all kinds of names because I shut their server down, but they didn't want to. They didn't pay me on time. Happened a number of times, and I told them, "You got to pay it on time because I have to pay for the box." And they would go weeks before they'd pay me, over, past due. And I finally just had enough of it and shut them down. Boy, did I caught it for that, I'll tell you. Yeah, I might. I am pretty stuffed up at the moment. But I'm going to go out for just for a second and get a couple breaths of air real quick, and I'll be right back. Yeah, there's enough of you guys here. You can talk to each other. I'll be right back. See if it helps a little bit. Maybe I'll get some more coffee while I'm at it. Oops, my mic was muted. Sorry. EST, did you say you were using OSB for broadcasting, or for streaming, or are you using Streamlabs or what? And thanks, Velvet. It all helps. It all helps. I guess Jennifer said she was. I thought she was going to come on, but I guess she decided not to. I guess she was just too tired. In ASD, the largest tech I got for the cam was a C270. A notification for what? Yes, I did. By golly. Well, thank you, sir. I appreciate that. I guess you finally figured out how to make it work, huh? All right, now I got 2 people in Patreon. Yeah, I heard the phone make a noise, but I thought it was just another email or something coming in. But yes, I did get it, and I sure appreciate it. ASK, are you still here? Maybe he's AFK. Yeah, I sent you a reply too, Recon. I'm beginning to wonder if can everybody hear me or what? Excuse me, because nobody seems to be answering me. Or am I lagging that bad? Do you hear me, Recon? Can anybody hear me? Wow. Well, I can see myself here, but I sure ain't. I don't know if I'm hearing anything or not. Let me check the volume here. Well, I can see myself here, but I sure ain't. I don't know if I'm hearing anything or not. Let me check the volume here. Okay. I was trying to talk. I guess ASD must have left because I asked him a question, but I guess he left. In fact, I only show 4 on right now, but that don't mean nothing with YouTube. It should say 5, at least, unless ASD is here, then it would be 6, because it was showing 6. Okay, Ken. Yeah, good. I was beginning to wonder if my DSL just burped again or something, or just stopped working or buffering or something. Yeah, I got it, Recon. Yeah, I told you I got it. I sent you a reply too. You should have got the reply by now. And thank you so much. I appreciate it. I finally got 2 people on Patreon. I guess you got your PayPal fixed, huh? I sent one. Huh, that's strange. My reply don't it would go to your email, not on YouTube. Patreon's separate from YouTube. You'd get an email. So you should have an email. Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah, that works. That works too. Yeah, I thought you could just use a credit card with Patreon. You can. You can use a credit card with Patreon. You don't have to use PayPal unless you want to do the monthly thing where it does it once a month. Yeah, you should have a reply from me from Patreon because I clicked the message you to thank you and fill out the message. You should have got it. I can check it, but I have to find it first. There it is. Let me take a look here and see. Yeah, I did reply to you. You should have got something, Recon. You have to have a credit card, Ken, or PayPal, one or the other. No, it didn't pop up on my live screen now because I'm not monetized yet. Remember, Recon? If I was monetized, then yes, I would have got something pop up on the screen. But you gotta remember, I gotta get that 4,000 view hours before it will do that, and then you can do the other payment. I can't remember what the name of that thing is. The one that Brad used. I can't remember what the name of it is. Snapchat, is that what they call it? Snapchat or not Snapchat? What was the other payment thing that he used? That's when it goes through YouTube. I can't remember what the name of it is, but you got to be monetized before you can use it. So when I'm doing a live stream, then it'll work. It'll show you where you can do donations or whatever. Which is one of the other reasons I want to get monetized so that I can do that. Because a lot of people they don't want to donate by the month, even though it's only $1 a month, which is $12 a year. It's not much, but a lot of times people um, wants to just donate whatever they want to donate. I can't use it. You have to actually put down how much you want to put on it from that card. There's no way for me to draw off it. It doesn't work that way. Otherwise, if somebody gave me their number, I could just start taking money on their card, and they wouldn't. That would be illegal. You have to actually put down whatever you want on it. Yeah, yeah. Well, PayPal, it's not. It's very little. It's not that much. Like 4%. The one that Brad used charged even more though than when it's part of YouTube. They got a lot more than PayPal ever got. But that's totally different. That's a donation when you're on live stream. PayPal, you can do it through PayPal, I guess, too. But when it goes through YouTube, YouTube gets, I think Brad said I think I heard him say something like 40%, 30 or 40%. It's quite a bit. Yeah, that's the YouTube donations. Yeah, they get quite a chunk out of it. Boy, I tell you what, YouTube, they don't miss a trick. That's for sure. Yeah, that's YouTube donations. Yeah. They don't miss a trick. I think that's a ridiculous amount for them to charge um, from live streams. That's a lot. But that's what they do. I mean, they get the ad revenue. They make tons of money from ad revenue. Then they get the donation percentages and all kinds of money. Yeah, you can donate to Patreon. can, I mean, you can do it with a credit card or ATM cards. Actually, a credit card. Most of them are all credit cards now. Same thing. You can donate that way too. You're washing baby bottles again. Okay, no problem. The Patreon was really, I went ahead and set that up because I was able to do that and use it. But I've never, I never even figured to actually make anything from Patreon. The Patreon, I was just hoping to, if even I got 20 or 30 people a month doing the dollar a month, that all adds up and that helps buy paint and brushes and canvas and stuff like that. And, I mean, if I do a couple of videos a week, it costs quite a bit as far as a painting goes. Well, it's definitely appreciated, Recon. It all helps. Um, Paint's mighty expensive, that's for sure. I can tell you that. And the canvas and everything. They're using your name on PayPal? Yeah, but you'd have a different social security number too. I mean, you'd have a different social security number, a different birth date, all that stuff. I mean, there's lots of people with the same name, but they would identify you in a different way. If I were you, Ken, probably it wouldn't hurt for you to call PayPal support and talk to them. If you signed up for them already, I would definitely be talking to them about it to make sure somebody else don't have your credit card for one thing, but they can help you setting up an account if you need to. But then again, they may be waiting for verifying your bank information too. I did that first. I did the bank one first, and then I applied for the PayPal credit card, like a year later or something. But just applying for that card, I don't think I really had to have an account there to do it, but because it's really basically the same as an eBay one. You can go on eBay and apply for the same card, basically. I don't know if you guys can hear me or not with the mic that far away, but it kind of cleans it up a little bit. Can you still hear me now? Of course, I talk pretty loud anyway, so you probably can. Oh, you need your YouTube password. Well, that's simple. Go to Google. Go to your account on Google, and you should be able to do the lost password thing, and it'll send you something in your email to verify it or send you a text. Because you can go up to the top of your account, especially on your computer, and you can click on that and go to your Google account. Up top where your name is, you can go up to your profile, manage your profile settings, and go to Google. He's talking about recalling, he's talking about he got, I think he applied for a PayPal credit card itself, and he was approved, but he hasn't received it yet. I don't think you can actually buy a PayPal credit card. But I mean, to use Patreon, you can literally buy one of those over the counter credit cards at Walmart or wherever, and donate that way. And that's still a credit card, if it's a $10 one or a $20 one or whatever, and you can just use it $1 at a time if you wanted to do it that way on Patreon, however you want, or you can just do a donation of whatever. So you just use one of them gift card ones that have Visa or MasterCard logo on it. So can you guys hear me okay with the mic away from me this far? That way it gets it out of my face and out of you guys' face too a little bit. Hmm. I don't know. I've had a PayPal credit card for a long time. I've never had a problem. Never. Oh, there you are, ASD. Well, you were gone for a while because I asked you a question several times and you never answered me, so you were AFK or something. I was asking you, ASD, if you were using OBS or Streamlabs or what for your broadcasting. I didn't remember. Yes, I have a credit limit on my PayPal. Yes. And I have another PayPal card that links to my bank. I have two different ones. No problem, ASD. OBS, yeah. Okay, I thought you were, but I couldn't quite remember if you're using something else. Are you using OBS going into YouTube or what? Because you can use OBS going into StreamYard or Streamlabs or wherever. Yeah, I've had mine with PayPal for over 10 years, probably. Maybe longer. Probably longer. Like I said, they've been fantastic to me. I've never had a problem. And when I did have a little problem, when I bought something from somebody from eBay with PayPal, they backed it up. They got my money back with no problem whatsoever. And it was hundreds of dollars. Okay, I was wondering if you just went to Twitch directly from OBS. I knew you could with YouTube. I knew you could with Twitch too, but I wasn't sure if you were still going through something else on top of that. Because some people use OBS for Then they'll go in through like StreamYard, like I am here, you StreamYard, or Streamlabs or whatever. And then they'll go, to Twitch or whatever. Yeah, I figured as much. Yeah, I see what you're saying there. Okay, I know you could have a preloaded one, but it's not the same thing as having the PayPal account where you can do automatic payments to someplace. That's totally different. I mean, what you have is like a Mastercard that you preload. It's not the same thing as having an actual PayPal account that links to your bank, and then you can do, say, monthly payments or monthly things with it, like Patreon, $1 a month. It does it automatically. It gives it once a month because it's done through a billing process. Like Patreon would bill it once a month for $1. But that goes usually to your bank, or if you have money in PayPal, like say you sold something on eBay, then it would take that $1 a month out of there first. But I mean, that's each to each their own. It's not as complicated as it sounds, really. Like I said, I've had it over 10 years. I've never had a problem, and I have a pretty good size limit on my PayPal. I don't know if Patreon will automatically debit a Visa card or a MasterCard or not, or whatever. I have to check into that and see. All right, ASD, thanks for coming. I appreciate it. Have a good night. Get yourself some rest. Don't stress yourself out over a Twitch live stream. It ain't worth it. Yeah, I understand, Recon. Like I said, that's it's everybody's preference. Hello, Velvet. You're not speaking. Did you fall asleep on us again? Velvet's feeling alone. I guess she's. I thought she fell asleep actually. Well, she lost connection. See, this YouTube is so screwed up. It shows right now there's only 3 online, which is ridiculous. I got 10 thumbs up tonight. Anyway, I don't know how that happened, but I did. Because we've only had like 6 people online or something like that. Yeah, 6 or 7. Yeah, we got 3 extra likes somehow or other. Maybe Jennifer popped in there and just put a like up. Who knows? So is the little boy sleeping now, Velvet? You do a lot of screaming after you get them teeth pulled? I guess you didn't hear me. Are you not hearing me, Velvet? Am I blurry to you guys when you see me? When I moved, is it all real jumpy and stuff? Excuse me. Because when I see it up on the screen, I seem to be really smooth, but I look down at my wife's phone and I look like it kind of looks a bit jumpy. That's probably because of my lag. Velvet, you're not answering. And did you, she must have lost connection. It's only showing 3 people. Oh, there she is. Got kicked off. That's what I thought. I thought you lost connection. I asked you if your little boy was screamed and cried when he got his teeth pulled. And is he sleeping now? Oh, really? Numbed his eyes? Okay, that's good. He'll feel better. He'll feel better in the morning. Give him a week or two, and he'll be just like new. Kylie did. Okay, she's probably still up. Tell her I said hello. Is she still awake? It's still going. I'm surprised. I thought she'd still be up. Yeah, we had a. It's a bit slower tonight than I was anticipating. I was hoping we'd get more people tonight, but the way it goes, I thought maybe Minnie would be on here later before we shut it down. And of course, Jennifer didn't get on either. So, oh well, that's the way it goes. And of course, we missed Doc because Doc couldn't come on because of his migraines. which I don't blame him for that. So we'll probably shut down here in a minute or two anyway. Because I'll have to get up early myself, probably. It's down to 3. She probably lost connection again. Yeah, she told me about it, Velvet. Yes, I have Recon, and they told me I was not allowed to post my links to my channel. And I've been to a couple of them. I think they're afraid that I'd take some of their people. So they said it's against the rules. So you have to comply with what they want. I told you that before, Recon, that I did go to some of the live streams, and they won't let you do that. In fact, it tells you right in most of their descriptions and stuff, you're not allowed to do that. I made comments and stuff there. That was no problem. They just wouldn't let me put my. Of course, I didn't have mod anyway, so I couldn't very well put a link anyway. Actually, they should have known that. But I hung around because it does say Kimcast to Art, and I figured that if nothing else, they could click on my name and they would discover my channel. Well, they still have to give me mod to do it. And a lot of them channels I noticed they only had a couple mods. So they're not like us. Like I mod all the people that I know basically. Brad used to do the same thing. As long as you were there regularly, he would give you mod. And you could put a link up if you want. He didn't mind because I got permission from him first. But no, I haven't been there just once. I've been to some of them several times. But some of them had a lot of people there, so it was really hard for them to even see my presence, even though I made some comments and stuff. But still, they didn't really, really recognize me per se. Now, some of the scratch channels I know we've talked about the scratch channels. I go to quite a few of those and watch, the videos and whatnot. And I've been to some of the live ones. They're okay. There's some that were just way too long. They were like hours, and I didn't stay on them very long. Had too much other stuff to do. I think the biggest thing is just being patient. You just gotta ride the wave, ride it out. I've watched a lot of videos on people that are successful YouTubers, and they say the same thing. You've got to be patient because 99% of the people quit because they run out of patience. Because they're right at the point when they want to quit, they're at the point where they're actually just about ready to start growing. They just have to have a little bit more patience. But a lot of people, they just quit because they expect to be popular like real fast. It doesn't work that way. Yep, some of them do have bots. Good night, Ken. Have a good night. Thanks for coming, buddy. We appreciate it. There's bots in this channel, Recon. I have a bot in here right now. I have one that posts. I can hit the hello and my website, the Patreon address, all that stuff. That's all from a bot, basically a chat bot. There's more I can do with it. I just haven't learned everything about it yet. That's from Streamlabs. So I do run that chat bot. Yeah, we might as well go ahead and shut it down, guys. Thanks for coming, Recon, Velvet, Ken. I appreciate it. It all adds up, that's for sure. So, y'all have a good night. And I'm probably going to do some more reading on what I need to do here to improve the channel even more, much as I can. I do that every day. I try to find things to make it better all the time. And so, you guys have a great day. Stay healthy, Ken. And you too, Recon, Velvet. Take care. Y'all have a good night. That would be great, Velvet. I appreciate that. The more the merrier, definitely. It's always appreciated. So have a good night, guys. And we'll see you probably tomorrow. Have a good night.